Hi everyone, welcome to my review about Happy Baby Organics Baby Food by Nurture Inc. Company. So today I just want to go over a haul that I bought online. I bought some baby food pouches, some baby puffs, baby munchies, baby teethers, and some baby cereal. And I'll go through the products and tell you what I think about them. So the first product I'd like to tell you about are the Happy Baby Superfood Puffs. So they have different varieties. This variety has vegetables, fruit, and grains, and they're little puffs. If you're familiar with Cheerios cereal, they look a lot like Cheerios. And if you can see here, they're small little pieces. The thing I like about this company is that on every package, it tells you when you should be feeding, or at what stage you should be feeding the food to your baby. So here it says if your baby is crawling, that you can give this to your baby. I will tell you though that I started feeding these puffs to my baby when she was able to sit up, and now she's crawling. She's 8 months, and she has 2 teeth, so she can eat these really well. But I did start giving these to her when she was able to sit up on her own. These contain strawberry and beets, which I think is an interesting combination. Not only is it a little bit sweet, but the beets are good for iron, and it also contains 20 milligrams of choline, which they say support brain and eye health. And something else that's also really nice about this company and their products are they have a lot of gluten-free items. So in 2010, according to the company's website, they were one of the very first baby food companies to come out with gluten-free foods. So let's look at the back of the packaging. In case you want to know what these are made out of, they're made out of organic brown rice flour. That's the very first ingredient. And the second ingredient is organic white rice flour. It does contain some apple juice, again as a sweetener, and ferric phosphate, which is iron, so that is good for the baby. And here it tells you all the different flavors that they have: kale and spinach, banana, pumpkin, apple, and broccoli. I like that they mix vegetables and fruit together, and these are a hit with my baby. She loves them ever since the first time she tried them. The next product I want to talk about are the Happy Baby Organic Teethers. So here again it tells you when you should be giving this food to your baby. So this says sitting baby. So if your baby's able to sit unassisted, then they can start eating these. And I actually started giving these to my baby when she was 4 months old. I know it says organic teethers, gentle teething wafers, so you might think that these are only for babies that have teeth, but at 4 months old, my baby didn't have any teeth, but she loved to chew on these. They're really nice wafers. They're made out of rice flour, and extremely dissolvable, easily dissolvable, so there's really no worry about choking. Although, you know, whenever you give your baby food, you should always be there to make sure that they don't choke. But it says dissolves easily, and it's really true. It really does dissolve easily. It has no artificial flavors, and again, this is a gluten-free product if your baby has a sensitivity. This one is made with carrots and blueberries. Again, they have some different flavors, but this is my baby's favorite flavor. She loves carrots and she loves blueberries. And this is what one single cracker looks like. You get 12 crackers per box and 2 crackers in each package. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So this is what the cracker looks like. Very lightweight, very easy to break, and easy for your baby to handle by themselves, or you can feed it to them. The only problem with these crackers are they are very, very sticky. So your baby needs to wear a bib when eating these crackers because the rice flour kind of turns gummy and it will stick to the table or to their clothing. But it will come out very easily out of their clothing if you throw it in the washing machine or even if you wipe it with a cloth. But it does stick to plastic and wood, and it's really hard to get off. The best thing I can tell you is just to use hot water and a washcloth and just kind of let the washcloth sit on the area with the cracker and then it will come off. Next product is the Happy Baby Organics baby food pouch. Happy Baby Organics was one of the first companies to come out with baby food pouches, and I really like their baby food. I like that the packaging is clear. I like that it's USDA organic and it's a non-GMO verified product. And also on the back, it tells you exactly what is in the baby food, so you can easily make it yourself. And there are really not very many ingredients. What you see here is basically what's in the baby food. So for the apples, blueberry, and oats, it says there's half an apple, 18 blueberries, and 1 teaspoon of oats. And again, this is a gluten-free item. These are really convenient though if you are in a hurry or you're traveling and you're not able to make your own baby food, then these are a really good alternative. I also like that they have different flavors, very unusual flavors from other baby food that I've seen. They always try to have fruits and some kind of grain like oats or granola. This is an empty pack that has granola in it. And again, it tells you it's number 2 stage 6+ months. So this will be one of the first foods that you give your babies, but you can use this after 6 months as well. And with the granola package, it actually has little bits of granola in it, which I think is really nice. But the oats, blueberry and oats and raspberry and oats, they don't have little bits of oats in it. It's all mixed up really well. My baby also likes the apple, pumpkin, and carrot, and also pear, pumpkin, and passion fruit. There's just so many different flavors, and my baby basically likes all of them. I also like them. I've tried them, of course, before I give them to my baby, and they actually taste really, really good. This is one of the more exotic flavors. It has black beans, beets, and bananas, and while that doesn't sound very appetizing, again, I've tasted it and it tastes pretty good, and my baby loves this one. and it's really good for iron if you're concerned that your baby might be low in iron. It has black beans and beets, which are excellent sources of iron. As a side note, this is from a company called Plum Organics. This is also a really popular company, and I bought some of their food to try out because they're so popular. But to be honest, I really prefer the Happy Baby Organics. The food just tastes better and looks better, and because my baby doesn't like this flavor, I'm going to go ahead and show you the difference in the Plum Organics. So let's take a look. This one is mostly vegetables. Well, it's all vegetables: carrots, beans, spinach, and tomato. That's the nice thing about Plum Organics. They do a lot of vegetable pouches, but again, I like that Happy Baby incorporates fruit and vegetables together, or fruit and grains together, where Plum Organics, I didn't see that they did that, at least not the selection that I have available. But here is an example of what the Plum Organics looks like. It's really doesn't look that appetizing, and I feel that it's a lot thicker, the consistency, and maybe even a little bit chunkier, which could be good if you're weaning your baby from purees to maybe something more solid. But again, my baby, she didn't really care for this food, and she liked the Happy Baby Organics much more. The next item is the Happy Baby Superfood Munchies. This one is made with broccoli, kale, and cheddar, and it has 3 grams whole grains and also 32 milligrams of choline, which is good for brain and eye development. And this one says it's good for a crawling baby. So now that my baby's crawling, this was a new item for her to try, and she likes them. She's just not quite sure about them, I think. I'll take one out and let you see what it looks like. I thought they were actually bigger, but they're a little bit small. That makes it easy for the babies to handle, but also you need to keep an eye on your baby. It could be a choking hazard. These are a lot tougher than the teethers, than the baby teethers. So they're a little bit harder for my baby to chew on, and because she just got some teeth, that hurts her teeth a little bit, I think, but she still does like them. The last item to review is the Happy Baby Oats and Quinoa Baby Cereal. It says it's made with organic whole grains, and it also contains iron. This one says it's also for a sitting baby, but on the back of the packaging, it clearly says for baby's first feeding. You can use 1 tablespoon of the cereal and 4 tablespoons of liquid. So you can also give this as one of your first foods. I personally waited to give my baby cereal until now. She's about 8 months old, and the reason that I purchased this is because it says it only had 4 ingredients. It's made with oats and quinoa, and if you know, quinoa is really good for you, and it has I think almost all the essential amino acids that you need, and this also contains iron. And after 6 months of age, babies can become anemic and low in iron, so that was really important to me. The only thing is The ingredients are milled organic oats, milled organic quinoa, vitamin C, I think maybe that's a preservative, and ferrous bisglycinate, which is the iron. So this has been fortified with iron. I would have liked it if it was more of a natural source iron, like from beets, but that's not so much of an issue for me. It is nice that it's fortified with iron, and ferrous bisglycinate is a very sensitive type of iron supplement, so it's easy to digest and it would be easy for your baby to digest. I gave this to my baby for the first time today, and to be honest, she didn't really seem to like it too much. She did eat it, but she didn't seem too happy with it. And when I received it and I saw it, it's actually different than what I imagined it would look like. It is gluten-free, which is great. But when I opened it up, and I'll show you, it's really flaky. So if you can see that, it's very, very flaky, almost like, I don't know, papery texture. On the back of the package, it says, please note only 1 serving a day. 3 tablespoons of dry cereal is advised for formula-fed babies. The way I fed her this morning, I took 1 scoop of or 1 tablespoon of the cereal, and I added 4 tablespoons of water, warm water. It was very liquidy, so then I added 1 more scoop of the cereal, and then it was a better consistency. But again, this only recommends that you give 3 tablespoons of this dry cereal per day. And my guess as to why they say that is because it does have the ferrous bisglycinate supplement, and if you give your baby too much iron, they could end up becoming very sick and they could have iron toxicity. So you have to be careful with this cereal, I think. For me, it was not the best purchase, and my baby didn't really care for it. To wrap up, the best items that I got on my haul were the Happy Baby organic teethers. Your baby will love them. My baby does. No worry about choking hazards. It dissolves really easily. The only downside is that it can be very sticky. And also the superfood puffs. These are, I think, a lot of fun for babies. My baby really enjoys them, and they're very healthy. And lastly are the food pouches. These are the clearly crafted food pouches. Very minimal ingredients. Basically what you see on the package is what you get, and they taste good, easy to transport, so good for traveling, and nice design. So I will put links to all the products at the bottom of my video. Thanks for watching.